Hey, beautiful people. Today, or right now, we're talking about the planets in the 12 houses. So, how important is the houses in astrology? It's very important. The houses is the area of life that you operate in. And this is what makes it so important. Astrology is very interesting. It's very interesting. Astrology is so interesting that in your chart, you can pinpoint the area in life that you operate in. So the more planets you got in a certain house, the more that house will be dominant towards you. Like the fifth house is my dominant house. Then the fourth house is my next dominant house. So we talking about the sun house and the moon house. So the sun house represents what? It represents creativity. It represents kids. It represents love. It represents casual sex. It represents having fun. It represents performing, acting. It represents living by your heart, intuition, um, creating your environment, creating your atmosphere. So this is the sun house. So this is why this is important because the houses describe what area in life that you play in the most. So the more planets you have in certain houses, the more you will be playing in these houses. So this is why this is important. Beautiful people. So me myself, I love astrology because it's so interesting. It explains like all my dominant planets is in the fifth house, then the fourth. So this explains why I'm so funny, why I got a great sense of humor, why I play a lot, why I could change up styles and be very creative, and why I'm so shining and so suave, and why I'm so hated and why I'm so loved at the same time. So if you got the sun in the fifth house, you definitely sparking the flame. It's in his own house. So me, I got the sun in the fifth house. And so the house is very important. Like if you got planets in the first house, that's a part of who you are. Like I got Jupiter in the first house, so that's part of who I am. Jupiter is explain why when you see me, I got a big personality, why I'm hyperactive, why I'm fun loving, why I'm so kind, why I'm so nice. You know what I'm saying? So I got Jupiter in the first house. And so whatever planet you have in the first house, it's gonna be a part of who you are. It's very important. I mean, because it's your head, it's your personality, it's how you look. So it's very important. So that's why people need to look at the houses where their placements at. Like if you got Venus in the first house, you'll be all about love. You be the one who love to live a good life, be very prosperous, just like Jupiter's prosperous, so is Venus, you know what I'm saying? So you be very like with the cool traits, lovey dovey, it's all about love, and you could be hurt by love. You'll know about relationships more than others and stuff like that there, because in the first house, part of who you are. You even look beautiful. You even be shining. Just like Neptune is another planet that have beautiful people in the first house. And Neptune be a part of who they is, so they have strong psychic ability. Venus and Neptune definitely will have psychic ability and be an empath. If it's in the first house, it's part of who they are. So that's why this is important. Like my moon is in the fourth house. My emotions is in the fourth house, the home, the ancestors. That's why I'm on the ancestors all the time. Spirituality, going within myself, the inner self. Love to meditate. Love to, when I go through things, I take time to myself. I take time to myself to get over it because I go within myself and I feel this energy. I change up the energy within myself. I also connect with the ancestors. You see, because it's in the fourth house, my moon. So if your moon is in the fourth house, that's in the house that it's in. It's in its original house. If it's part of the first house, it's part of your personality. You're gonna be an emotional being, go have ups and downs, and go through things and stuff like that until you learn how to conquer your emotions. Now, if you got the moon in the 12th house, you psychic again. These are the psychic placements: first, fourth, eighth, 12. Also in the third house, because Mercury have understanding of words, understanding what they feel. You see, so when we talking about the 12th house, your moon is in the 12th house. We talking people who super sensitive, super emotional. If they don't conquer that, they go to a mental health ward. Just like people who have moon in the fourth house, let them go to mental health wards. They go through it and stuff like that. They deal with spirits attacks and things like that there, especially those who have moon in the 12th house. They so sensitive to everything. They cry a lot. and stuff like that there. So it's very important. So if you got your moon, you got your moon in the fifth house, that's important too, because it's in the house of the sun. So your emotion gonna be on having fun. Your emotion gonna be on loving the kids, and also might have kids. But also on the other end of the spectrum, you might don't want kids. So also it could be about uh spirit having your emotions involved in different relationships and those are close to you, because the moon is very careful. The moon is security oriented, very security oriented, very careful. The moon can feel people vibes. So this part of who I am, a Cancer rising anyway. Since I got Jupiter in the first house, then this is why the house is important. Jupiter in the first house, any planet in the first house is a part of who you are. It don't matter what your rising sign is. If you got Mars in the first house, you have the Aries like qualities, and that's why some people they can be a Taurus, but they carry themselves like a fire sign. You see what I'm saying? Because in the first house they might have fire energy like the sun or Mars, or they might have Jupiter in that house. And that's why I carry myself like a fiery attitude lit, or I call myself King Lit, because Jupiter expand me as I get older. Jupiter expand my personality, expand my wisdom, expand my experiment to teach you. So Jupiter deal with wisdom, deal with teaching, deal with the sage, clairvoyance, be able to see the big picture. So you got Neptune there, you definitely be psychically in tune with all type of emotions, all type of feelings. And so you can shut down if you don't conquer it or master it. And so you say my moon is in the fourth house. Mine is also. So this probably you probably go through emotional warfare all the time, and your family is very important. Your roots, unless you got the planetary aspects that block that like Saturn or something that's opposing your moon or something like that. Then you can have a rough time with family. Other than that, you love your family. It's all about family. You protect your family. You're very security oriented. And also about the ancestors, the coach. You want to know everything about your family tree. I don't went deep in my family tree. I don't research some of my mama's side and got all the way to the 1700s almost. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going now. I'm still researching, going deeper. You see, the roots is very important to me. Like where you stay at is very important. Where you stay at is very important. That's very important where you stay at or where you live at. Like I claim Savannah all the time. It's my roots. I really don't want to leave that spot. So when people have the moon in the fourth house, his own house, or the moon become part of your personality, you might don't even want to, especially if it's in the fourth house, because because the house is very important. That's the area of life. If it's in the fourth house, you might want to leave that area. You know what I mean? So if it's in the fourth house, that's the number one house where people don't want to leave their crib, or they don't want to leave around their mom, or they don't want to leave around their family or those who they're close to. It can be man, woman, whatever, but especially women. And these people have more, they can be very in tune with women. It don't matter if you're a man, you can be more in tune with women. You know a woman's thoughts, you know her mind. When they say a man don't know a woman's mind, that's a lie. I know women's. And so I'm more in tune with women. So with that being said, also we attract women of all kinds. So we master our emotions, we'll be good. Because those who have moon in the fourth house is very snappish too, very snappish. Could be because the emotions like a roller coaster. It go up, it go down, it swing this, it swing sideways, it go everywhere. So the moon sign to me is one of the most important signs other than the sun, you know. You know what I'm saying? The reason why for this is because it deals with your emotions. This is something you really feel, you know, and this is a need. You need to do these things that the moon operate under. The sun is like a want, desire, or what you strive to do. It's your motivation. That's the sun. So sun is more spiritual, the moon is more soul, you know. So that's why this is important, because the moon, if you don't do it, you can go through it emotionally, internally, inside. And so the moon is very important. So we talking about the moon in the ninth house, you're gonna be on the research for wisdom. You want to be adventurous and explore and do things like that. You're gonna be adventurous and explore, want to do things like that. So aware say, I love my family. Okay, I see very hugely, but they kind of treat me like the added one. I'm a Pisces sun, Taurus moon, Capricorn rising. I know you love your family though, and the reason why we get treated like that, because I got a lot of Cancer in my chart too, is we got moon in the fourth house. You can feel my vibe. Is because we be so over caring, so over loving. We don't have to do too much. They already know we love them. See, we do too much. We don't supposed to be doing going overboard and extra and beyond. So once we balance it out and don't be so attached, that's when we win. Cause they know we loving already. You know what I'm saying? But we try to prove ourselves and show our love when our love already there. You know what I mean? So also those who have the sun in the seventh house, you gonna have like the Venus experience, beautiful people, beautiful souls, all the lovey dovey. They're gonna be just like what I am, a Libra sun. They're gonna have the same experience, you know, as a Libra sun. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna see these people because there's sun there, and that's what people gonna see because the sun is what people can see. It shines. It's the light. It's this the light that people gonna see when they see you. See what I'm saying? So if your sun is in the seventh house, you can be stylish, fly. That's this type of stuff you're gonna love, especially if your moon be in the seventh house. You're gonna do it naturally. You know what I'm saying? This is something you're gonna do without even thinking about it. Cause the moon is natural instinct. You do stuff naturally without even being aware. If people say you fly, the moon person they might tell them they fly and they don't even be aware. But the sun gonna be aware. You see what I'm saying? The sun gonna be aware. They gonna love the compliments more. The moon side, they be like, it ain't nothing but a thing, you know. They love the compliment, but they be like, it ain't nothing but a thing, you know. Because the moon is naturally in tune. The moon is naturally in tune. Okay, since you got Pisces Sun, Taurus Moon, Capricorn rising. Pisces Sun, okay, that's good to have a Taurus Moon to keep you grounded. Because Taurus already empaths. Like you can feel people pain in your body since you got Taurus there. Since you got the Sun there, Pisces give you the ability to read people good. You know what I'm saying? Give you all the psychic ability. But it's good that you have an Earth to help you to keep it stable, where you don't have to go overboard. Because a lot of time Pisces that I know and that I be around, they don't understand they got the psychic gifts because they have other stuff in their chart. They don't have like a lot of earth or air to help guide them to get them understanding of what they feel and stuff like that there. Since you got earth there, you can ground it and you can be stable with it. Your psychic gift where you don't got to overboard and live in an illusional mind. Because the earth will take over. Because the moon is a need. It's something that you do when people ain't around. You have the Taurus vibe, the pleasure, feeling, want to be to yourself, relax, cool, you know what I'm saying, vibe. So you got the earthly feeling, you all about money. You feel good when you're living good. When you feel good when you comfortable, you know what I'm saying? You feel good when you're in that space around people you love. Cause that's Taurus, you know what I'm saying? So you got to have to have a need for like sex to your partner is natural. This natural. Some Taurus could be players though, you know, but Taurus is nasty hustlers and they know how to deal with people and they understand people pain. They can empathize with people. They can feel it in their body. So, of course, they're security oriented. You're right about that. They're very security oriented. They're very security oriented. Um, all earth signs have security tendencies. So, we're talking about Capricorn rising. This makes you the way you lead gonna be practical, realistic. The way you lead is gonna be like very powerful, but you're gonna pay attention and you like to learn, you like to master whatever you get into. So because you gotta understand Capricorn deals with in the we say in the Freemasonic world called the goat. The reason I call it a goat, because the goat deal with going to trying to reach the mountaintop because deal with mastery. So we're talking mastery right here. So Capricorn deal with mastery. So people think that this sign is better than the other. We all got these zodiac signs within each other. That's why I love it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all of us is this that you might have more elements, you might have more water than the other person have, or you might have more earth than the other person have, or you might have a balance of this energy. I think my energy is much balanced, but I still got more water according to what they say. Water and air and earth, according to what they say. But I got fire because of Jupiter. Jupiter is in my first house. It's part of who I am. You see? That's why I be so lit, so crunk, love to have fun. My mind always easy going, don't trip the little stuff, you see? Also, I could trick the little stuff. I got Virgo moon, so it switch off and on. Virgo moon, you know. So at times you got the Virgo that who gonna dissect everything. Virgo takes a word and dissect it and decode it. Like my next video that I'm gonna put up, it's gonna be about karma. Do you believe in karma? So that's gonna be my next video. They don't put up after I do this live. I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put the video up. By me having the Virgo moon, I'm in the crib. Why at home? Because the moon in the fourth house. It's in the crib. I'm more comfortable in the crib dissecting the code of things like a scientist in there. This is my lab. This is my comfortability. This is where I feel the most sacred, the most spiritual. And I say it's nothing like home. You know what I'm saying? Because my moon is in the 4th house. House is very important. So Virgo moon give you the ability to dissect. Y'all see, Virgo love numbers. Mercury love numbers. Like you think of an African culture, Tahuti, that deal with Mercury, or in Greek culture, Hermes. So when we're talking about the way I dissect, gonna be pretty cool. The video that I made about karma and do I believe in karma? I'm just gonna give you a little bit. What I say when they say, "Do you believe in karma?" I say yes and no, and I explain why in the video. I explain why in the video. Y'all need to look at the next video after this live. It's gonna be hype. But anyway, the house is very important. Like if your Neptune is in the 4th house, spirituality gonna be in the home. You most creative in the home. That I mean, you more you feel good, very spiritual when you get along with your family. You feel very spiritual when you into the ancestors, into the culture. And so if your moon, like I said, is in the 12th house, whew, I know people like that. That's why they saw most so sensitive. It's hard for them to get over that because their moon stuck in the spiritual house, stuck in the house of that's something that's super sensitive, the house that have attachment to everything far as spiritually. They deal with all energy, so they can feel energy from this building, this person, this animal, this plant, from everything. So they take in a lot and they go through a lot, and they think it's their energy, so they be crying and going through it, and it's not even their energy; it's somebody else's energy. So once they learn how to master themselves, they'll learn that it's not their energy; it's somebody else's energy they're taking on. You see, you see. You say my Chiron placement makes things challenging though. Okay. That's what's up. Another thing, if your if your North Node is in the 1st house, your North Node gonna be part of you, part of your mission. Like mine is in the 5th house. My North Node is in the 5th house. I got a Libra North Node. I got a Libra stellium in the 5th house. You see why I'm hyper, you see why I'm excited. It's the house of Leo. It's the house of creativity, the house of recreation, the house of hobbies, the house of entertainment, the house of joy, the house of romance. The sun house is one of the best houses. We know how powerful the sun is, and the moon is another house. All the houses is powerful though, and all got their purpose and their meaning. But I got a lot of planets in the 5th house, even Uranus. So what I come up with is different. It's unique. Higher mind, claircognizance. This intuition just kicking out of nowhere. I said, I got the answer. I asked a question, right? And I didn't know it at first. That was something just come to me. Oh, I got it. Without study, without research, it just come to me. I get it clicking. And then sometimes I go to speaking. I totally just go to speaking. I don't know what I'm saying, but it come out right. You know, say intuition be on point. It's clear cognizance, clear knowing. Uranus did what I know. So I just be knowing the answers because Uranus is in the 5th house. This is the house of fun. So I do this for fun, like knowing things, knowing people, doing this for a hobby, like studying things, research, scientific projects. I break down everything, decode everything. I got to have something to do. I got to have something. Now you see why I got to have something to do. All these planets in this house, I got to be active. If I'm not in the crib teaching or breaking things down, I'm outside cutting grass or helping somebody or doing something because the Virgo is in me too. So I got to help people, you know. Virgo got to serve. I'm gonna tell y'all this: if Virgos, a sun, they might pass, but a Virgo moon got to help people, or they'll go crazy. They become suicidal. I know. Not only I'm a Virgo moon, but I know a lot of Virgo moons feel like that, and some of them go to the mental health ward because they felt useless. They felt like nobody, because we when we feel like we can't help nobody, or we feel useless, or there's nothing to do, because we love to help people, and when we help people, we don't want nothing back in return because we just feel good nasty by doing a little thing for you, even going to the store for people, doing this for a person. And we do so much things for people to add up, you know, it add up. It all add up until we did that one thing somebody did for you, one big thing they did for you, all the small things we did, it add up to something super big. You see, then you realize that damn, this person did love me because You gotta understand, Virgos is not gonna do that for you if they ain't into you like that. See, I want y'all to understand that, and their love is more practical. Their love is more practical than anything. See, I love. Okay, I see you love your family and all that. There, it's so true. Your Chiron, but Virgos, Virgos rising, they're gonna be the one who gonna observe you, analyze you. This is what you're gonna see at first. This is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see all of that Virgo-ness, but they're gonna analyze you. They're gonna break things down, dissect. Virgo is one of the signs that's like scientists. They the code and they do like mathematics, science and mathematics. They're good with that. That's what they do. Breaking things down. That second thing, bringing out the truth. You know what I'm saying? And showing you proof. Like I always have proof of all my readings to let people know psychic ability is real. I'm a real psychic, and I show and prove. You see, that's pretty much Virgo. They're gonna prove everything. So people gonna say, "Damn, I got this person croaked up." Oh, they're gonna try to prove this and prove that. I say they be like, "I already know you ain't got to prove that to me, cause they already know you gonna try to show everything." And then when you show Virgo showing details. They showing big details. They show a lot. Like when I went to writing and apologizing for something I did for my family, the letter was so long. My family said, "Oh no, I ain't reading all that." It was a family group chat. They said, "Oh no, I ain't reading all that." Dog. They said, "Okay, we forgive you. You're good." You know. I told them the letter was so long. You know. That's pretty much Virgo. She got Mars and Virgo. Yeah, Virgos is the ones who want to be smart. Mars and Virgo gonna crank you up more. Have you super aggressive, like your nervous system, anxiety so high, you're so anxious and so, you know, it's that energy. You know, the sexy gonna be high too. Cause Virgos is freaks on the low. I'm gonna tell you that. That's what they don't tell you. Virgos, Earth signs is freaks. I'm gonna tell y'all that. The reason why, because they feel sensual in their body. They deal with the body. They deal with the earth. So their body, if they feel pleasure in their body, they're gonna feel the sensation. It feels so good. So Virgos like undercover with, they're gonna act professional. They're gonna be like all along digging you, put on a professional thing, act like it ain't this, playing all that lovey dovey. Behind the scenes though, they're gonna show you how professional they are. You see, they gonna show you how good they are in sex, but they put on the image. Like they're not freaks, but they know inside they deeply freaks and they the best. Some of the best, other than like Scorpio, you know, and Libras. But moving on, you see, you got Mars, you got Mars Virgo. That's hell. I'm telling you, give a person a lashing. When they talk about arguments, debates, and they got to prove themselves. Oh, you winning that? Which case of mad gaming, you winning that because you're gonna always debate and you don't believe nothing nobody say. Virgos don't believe nothing nobody say until it's proven. It got to be fact. So Libra sort of like that too, because you got to understand Libras are next to Virgo and Scorpio. So Libra gonna have a little bit of the both. You know what I'm saying? Just like Virgos is next to Leo and Libra, so Virgo gonna have a little bit of both. So same thing with Leos next to Cancer. They have a little bit of Cancer, a little bit of Virgo. That's how it play out. You know what I mean? Because they're next to each other, so you have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But you know, the basic traits of the Virgo is intelligence is part of their basic traits. Intelligence and discernment, breaking things down, healing. So they're all trying to find a solution because they want to heal you, they want to help, serving you, helping you is part of their basic traits. So that's why they deal with the health department. A lot of Virgos, like even myself as a Virgo moon, and I know a lot of Virgo sons too, and Virgo risings. Sooner or later in life, they get into the healing arts. They want to heal. Like I deal with herbs now. I deal with not to eat. You're so picky, and that's what I know. A homeboy here, Virgo son. Here, Virgo son, and now he stay in the gym. He stay in the gym. In the gym, a lot of Virgos, especially women's. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Virgo women's is some of the prettiest things there is. The reason why, because they keep themselves neat and clean. Just like Libras are beautiful because Libras are the type. What I learned that Libras are the type. So females, they're the type that you might think that they don't look good at first, but they can create themselves. That would make them so beautiful. They might only look the best, but they can create themselves till they look like they're the best. Cause the way they put colors together, the way they coordinate themselves, the way they hook things up to make themselves look good. They are true artists. Libras are true artists, just like Virgo got a little bit of that in them too. They're true artists. So they can make themselves look good. They can make themselves look so good. And I had noticed that. I say, oh, this woman at times she don't appear that, but when Libra get on their stuff, the women's, man, they look so good. I'm talking so hooked up. So and that's why, because they create. They're very creative. Libras are very creative. Virgos too. Virgos neat. So Pisces, they're creative. That's if they're interested. Pisces know they got this talent. Until sometimes it don't interest them. Pisces want to just live in harmony and peace. And it's like universal love. And so you got Neptune in the eighth house. The way your spirituality is gonna be is that second decoder thing from your intuition, but also research, being obsessed with spirituality, being obsessed with metaphysics, being obsessed with your finances, being obsessed with sex, even your sex gonna be spiritual, everything, because Neptune is in the eighth house. Um, and want to do something big on the big picture. You want your spirituality, you definitely gonna be like spirituality is your power because you got Neptune, spirituality, and you got Pluto, which is power. So that's your power. Spirituality is you can be to the magic arts, knowing how to use magic, knowing how to create, knowing how to use herbs to heal, knowing how to do things, that deals with magic. But also spirituality, we got Neptune in that house. So Neptune is stylish in that house. Neptune bring a style about themselves. And so they more assure themselves in that house when Neptune is in that house. In the Pluto house. But they go through it. They go through spiritual battles, being attacked spiritually, mentally, and all that there until they learn and transform. They always changing themselves to different personality. They this, they that. First it might be the mailman, then it might be a gymnastic. Then I'm just using an example. Then it might be this and be that until they become very spiritual. They might be religion first, and then it becomes spiritual until they get it. They all transforming. So you say I am a Capricorn sun too. Oh yes, Capricorn deal with master themselves. So once they don't get too in their ego or too earthly, they win. Or too about materialistic. And once Capricorn get their money up, it's best for them not to overwork themselves into because they are business people. So it's good for Capricorn to master themselves too, because they deal with that. The number 8. So Capricorn is very powerful energy. So Capricorn sun, okay. You deal with the crafts, the arts. Okay, so the empathic Libra. I am Pisces sun, Gemini moon, Capricorn rise. Okay, this give you the ability to understand what you read. Anytime you got like air or earth and both, this is help makes you grounded. If you got too much water without any earth or air to help you understand, it's hard for Pisces to come into their psychic powers. They'll have it, but they won't understand it. But since you got Gemini there, it'll give you because Gemini deals with Mercury. Mercury deal with understanding the word, understanding energy, understanding vibration, understanding sound, understanding symbols, understanding math. So by you understanding what you feel, you can interpret it, put it in a way where people can understand it. Because you got Gemini moon, the Pisces sun. And so we talking about the houses now. So if you got the sun in the third house, you talking about just like a Gemini. You just like a Gemini. You're gonna do things like you're gonna be on that knowledge, you're gonna be on that wisdom, you're gonna be on loving information, list of different people. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to hear information from everywhere. You love to socialize, you love to kick it, so you get information. Like I'm a Libra. Gemini got the same like air traits of a Libra. So we talking the sun in the third house, you have like the Gemini traits, and the traits would be just like a Libra. It would be more like you would like to hear people opinions, their thoughts, because people tell on themselves. You would just love the information. The only thing about that is that since you got sun in the house of Mercury, that you can create a story out of nothing. A lot of Gemini energy or Mercury energy can create a story. They can over exaggerate, go overboard. Also, I don't met many of them. They can tell lies and have people believe it too, and they can create some stories. You know what I'm saying? So you make good storytellers of the truth and lies. Because Mercury deals with both. It deals with both sides of the picture. It could be on the good side or bad side. So when we talking about the sun and Mercury, you make you a good communicator. You good with the word. One of the best teachers in the world. One of the best interpreters in the world. We're talking lingo coach. Yes, they got the lingo. They got the skills. Because my Mercury's in the fifth house, in the sun house. It's the same like, and that's why I got kind of like that Gemini energy right there. Because my Mercury's in the house of what? The sun. Just like the sun is in the third house, you got Mercury in the fifth house. You see, it correlates. You see, so I will use my communication skills since it's in the fifth house for fun. I would like debates for fun. I would like to deal with knowledge for fun. My Mercury is in the fifth house. You see, I got a stadium in the fifth house. That's the sun house. And so that's why I act sunny, hyper, love to shine, always happy, always, because really the sun is positive, just like Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? These some of the most positive planets. So it's something that I would do for fun and talk about all type of topics. So I talk about a pencil. I talk about anything. People love to be around me because you can spark a conversation. You the leader who can really talk. And then, of course, look at all this in my chart. So you say your son is in the third house. Okay. You're very expressive, very communicative, love to debate, that's it, break down things, love knowledge, get along with people well, can bring people together well. You know what I'm saying? You got game my dads, you get for gab. And you got moon in the eighth house. Oh yeah, very cyclically in tune, Scorpio energy. Feel like you powerful, you get shit, you don't like no fakeness. Sometimes you feel like feel like you the hardest shit on earth. And you don't ride nobody coattail. Like you don't be all on people jock and shit like that. Scorpio energy, Pluto energy. Anybody who deal with the Pluto energy, you got planets in the eighth house or Scorpio, you don't ride nobody coattail. I got my sun conjunction to Pluto. And when I was like in the streets on the hardcore stuff, I ain't on that no more. But I was like everybody that ride by my hood, cause we used to be like we thugs out there, right? Well, we used to be thugs out there. And I used to be like, fuck you, fuck this nigga, fuck that nigga. Cause them niggas ride by in the flyest car. We say fuck all of them, fuck you, ready to rob. See what I'm saying? Cause we ain't roll nobody coattail. That's because I had to suck adjust the Pluto. I the first one to start it up. I like I don't ride no nigga dick. You know what I'm saying? So that's because we dealing with the Pluto energy, Scorpio energy. They already think they tough. Okay, Pluto Pluto is the higher ups of Mars. If Mars is aggressive already, Mars ready to go to war. Mars just do things in the open. You see what I'm saying? You think that's something, you know, Mars can get over stuff. They can fight you to be over. They can shoot you to be over with. But Pluto is so damn dangerous because it's higher. It's higher. It's the eighth house, so it's going higher. You talking about like unity. You talking about dealing with many people, connecting with people. So Pluto know how to connect with people, and it could be a humanitarian. But also, we talking about dealing with Mars energy, go to war. Pluto strategize. Pluto do things in secrecy. Pluto deal with secrecy. Pluto deal with like know how to keep secret. And next thing you know, you talk your shit, and next thing you know, you going off this earth. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. They plot and they laugh when they get you, and they be excited about how they get you. So how you know how I know that? Because I would like that. I had sun conjunct to Pluto. So if your sun is in the eighth house or your moon is in the eighth house, especially your moon, shit's easy to you. You do this naturally. People talking that trash, you're already smart. Pluto people are very smart. And according to Google research, they say Aquarius and Scorpio are the smartest zodiac signs, according to them. So if that's true, I got sun conjunct to Pluto. Any connects to Pluto, moon connects to Pluto, a sun connects to Pluto, they're very major. Or you got a Scorpio rising, a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, or a lot of Pluto in your chart, then you hell. Same thing with Uranus. See what I'm saying? But Pluto go hard though. Uranus can go hard too because they're rebellious. So we talking about Pluto people don't like fakeness. They don't like they like to challenge authority. You know what I'm saying? They like to fight against the power. Yeah, fight against the power that be until they learn how to master themselves. Just like with the Capricorn energy, they deal with darkness too. So they can do things in the dark. Saturn can do things in the dark. Saturn can be organized too. Saturn deal with power. Because you understand, okay, when we talk about numerology, Capricorn is number 8. Okay, what's the 8th house? Scorpio. It's the number 8. Numerology never failed. Numbers never fail. So really, Scorpio is 8 and 9. You see what I'm saying? And Capricorn is 8 and 4. You see what I'm saying? So Capricorn deal with the number 8 and Scorpio deal with the number 8. They'll say it. So I let you know how powerful we talking about some powerful people. And that's why people who have the number 8 in their chart, I know I'm all over the place, but I'm getting back to the houses. It's part of the houses. Numerology is part of astrology too. You see, just like tarot reading. You know all of this. You know how to operate. You know how to move. And so the number 8 is very powerful. You know that's why they could be mediums and stuff where they could talk to spirits, actually see people and talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Pluto is a strong placement. They can handle psychic ability more than anyone. They're not scared of spirits after they learn about spirits. Like me, I got Sun conjunction to Pluto. It's easy for me. I got Mercury conjunction to Pluto. I see why. Because when you look at it, I got Stellium in the fifth house. Let me show you how this operates. Anything that's in the Sun house could be a conjunction. Not all, but it could be. Because I got Mercury in the fifth house, Pluto in the fifth house, Uranus in the fifth house. I got the sun in the fifth house itself, and I got I think my North Node in the fifth house. So my Mercury that's in the fifth house is conjunct to my Pluto in the fifth house. See what I'm saying? So the way I think is the Pluto energy. You see what I'm saying? Part of my psychic gift. That's why I'm clairsentient. That's one clairsentient place where I can feel people and I read their pictures all the time. I got proof of that. Also, I used to feel like I'm the hardest person on earth sometimes, even that I'm spiritual now. I still don't really like weakness like that, but I can overstand it more. I can like empathize with it because I'm on the right path, you know. But I still can listen to tough music and it don't affect me. When I was young, it used to affect me. It used to hype me up, but it don't do that now because I'm so powerful. It give you a strong mind to overcome addiction, a strong mind to be around people, and it don't phase you when you got a sun in the eighth house or a sun conjunction to Pluto. You know what I'm saying? Or a Scorpio-like energy when you transform and when you better yourself. You be a strong-minded individual. You can be able to handle anything. So I'm saying nobody can stop you. When you got the sun connection to Pluto, it's just like a Scorpio. You see what I'm saying? Or the moon could just to Pluto, or the moon in the eighth house. Or if you got moon trine to Pluto, it's your gift. Trines in astrology is your gift. Sextile is your potential, which means you got that energy, you just gotta activate it and you will see it. Like if you got moon sextile to Pluto, then once you activate that energy, you'll be just like the Pluto energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to activate it. It's there already. You already got the gift. You got to put it into work. So you're going to love people who has the Pluto energy when you talk about sextile. Moon sextile to Pluto, or sun sextile to Pluto. But trying is your natural gift. This is something that you're so gifted in doing Pluto stuff, research, investigating, assess about this, about that, until you might not even use your gift. You know? So that's one of the best placement. They're trying. So when you got conjunction, it's part of who you are. Blend in together. Sun blend in with Pluto. Opposition, your sun opposing Pluto dominance. You have a tug of war. You go through shit. It might even be death, seeing family dying and stuff. Also opposition, seeing family dying. And even you might be part of death, getting killed and stuff like that. So the placement here be like that. That don't mean everybody who has sun square or opposition gonna die, nothing like that. It is that you will go through hard times. It's rough until you bring it together. When you bring it together, you learn from it. Once you balance yourself out and bring your sun square opposition to Pluto, once you bring it together and let it help it work together, then that's when you win. If you never do that, you're gonna go through some shit, you know? It's a warfare. And a lot of rappers died with placement dealing with Pluto. And also Saturn. Saturn another place because Saturn is hard times. But Saturn also on the good side is power. All these some tough, the toughest planets I say, we know the sun is on the positive side tough, and Jupiter on the positive side tough. But we talking about all who very strong, we talking about Pluto. This is a planet of power. We talking about Jupiter is another planet, of course, because it expands, it continues to grow. And the sun, of course, because the sun radiates everything. But Saturn is another tough planet. You know what I mean? Because you discipline. Saturn teach you how to move, how to operate, help you stay order, organized, make it look good. You know, Saturn, like people who have Capricorn energy, they like to look good. They want a good image. You'll never make them look bad. Respect is very important when it comes to Capricorn, when it comes to Scorpio. If you give them their respect, you be good. If you don't respect, they're gonna make you earn it. They're gonna fight you, whatever it takes. It's all about respect. They want the respect. They love that. That make them feel powerful. So when we talking about those who have a lot of Saturn in their chart, I mean, they could go through it. You know what I mean? Because Saturn is hard times, it's struggles. It's about what they go through. It's so like that. It's so like Chiron until they master it, until they get over it, and it makes them stronger, and it makes them a teacher. And that's why Saturn is a teacher. Capricorns are teachers naturally through their experience, through what they went through. They could tell you about it. And so you gotta understand Capricorn energy is a cardinal. But we talking about Saturn, the planet itself, they go through the same thing as the Capricorn energy because it deals with Capricorn. So these people can be very strong and business minded. You can come to them, they got the know-how, intuition when it comes to business. All signs got intuition. So don't let them fool you. I'm one of the best astrology person on here who teach differently, but also some of the things the same, because I take my energy from everybody. I give everybody credit. So everybody get credit everywhere, even myself for coming up off that. So what I do, I blend it together and build off that and build my own, you see? So we're talking about Saturn right here. Saturn is business people. These people is hellified. They own corporations. They got the ability to do that. And those who don't, at least they're gonna be like a manager. They're gonna be in high positions, good positions. And a lot of these people deal with masonry, Capricorn energy and Saturn energy. A lot of people got that in their chart. They deal with Freemason. Also, Pluto can do that, but Pluto like to do their own thing, most of them, but still they can deal with masonry too. But so they can be very vicious. You know what I mean? And Libras, woo, woo. The only reason they hire Libras as in Freemasonry and all that there, because Libras know how to bring people together. They know how to they deal with people. They got skill when dealing with humanity, dealing with people. That's their based number one traits. Of course, the Libra psychic naturally. They will all be psychic. You know what I mean? They might not be stronger than Scorpio or water signs, but they last longer than most water signs because Libra always would deal with people. So it's to know how to deal with people with Libra. So they have quick intuition, knowing about this person, knowing about that, knowing about how they move. But you got like water signs like the moon, they don't really like to mess with their emotions because it's so powerful. They're very psychic, but after a while, they get tired of being so emotional, going through it, so they can escape. Like Pisces, Pisces like to escape. You know what I'm saying? But Libras could deal with it. Libras mental, so they can deal with it. And so they tap into their Venus, the girl bring that intuition. We talking about girl, we talking about energy. She bring that intuition. All feminine energy deals with intuition. I don't care if it's the moon, Venus, whatever it is. And I think they're the only two females, which is Moon and Venus, according to the Western astrology. But anyway, we talking about Earth, we talking about like the 12 zodiacs, you got 6 female signs. You know what I'm saying? But all signs has intuition. So don't let them fool you. All of them got a gift. All of them got a superpower. And all of them part of who you are, beautiful people. All of them. She said, I have Saturn in the 8th house, a Leo. Okay. So you would go through it and dealing with stuff that dealing with the Pluto energy, dealing with power, dealing with struggling with people who has power, fighting against them. And also, wow, being a medium, you know what I'm saying? Being able to talk to your grandma or your grandpa or seeing spirits and stuff like that there. Grounded it, grounding stuff in your body, the earthly body you have. Saturn is very powerful. Deal with the bones. You can feel stuff in your bones or feel it in your joints. So you deal with the joints and stuff like that. So being something like a medium, a healer, a tarot reader, that's something that you can do and manifest easily because you got Saturn there. And so after you overcome the Pluto energy, you be very powerful. After you go through it, your hard times, your struggles, you can teach others about that. You know what I'm saying? And the gift, you got that. Empathic, medium, all that there. You got that. You know what I mean? So yeah, speak that knowledge. That's right. That's right. The empathic Pisces. You but it makes you more not go overboard with it because Saturn give that discipline there. That's a good thing about it. And so definitely when it comes to money, Pluto already on the finances level, so it makes you skilled with finances, and you can teach people how to come up. But anybody who had that Jupiter though, where your Jupiter at? My Jupiter's in the first house. This is planet of luck. When we talking about Jupiter now, this is the planet of luck. Where is y'all Jupiter at? Jupiter is in my first house. If I got Jupiter in the first house, Jupiter in the 9th house, in the house that is in, y'all dealing with luck. That I mean, so this is one of the lucky placement. If you got Jupiter, a lot of Jupiter in your chart as your dominant planet, and that's my dominant planet according to my research. When I go on these apps, astrology apps, they say Jupiter is my number 1 dominant planet, and then Neptune is my 2nd dominant, and then the Moon is my 3rd. So these are my 3 dominant planets. So you can put it together, you know what traits I have. But anyway, Jupiter give you that big personality, big attitude, and also God complex. So I want y'all to understand that, beautiful people. Jupiter is a very powerful boy on a good level, though. Bringing that luck. So a lot of your lucky people, check their chart, see where they Jupiter at. See what house their Jupiter in. They hitting the lottos and stuff like that. And they always winning and stuff like that. And also on the knowledge tip. And also always escaping something, so getting out of something. And also financially, all around, So Jupiter, I got Jupiter in Cancer, which is Cancer rising. It expands my emotion. Whatever Jupiter touch, it expands. If you got Jupiter conjunction to Neptune, it's going to expand your psychic gifts and ability. You definitely will have a large amount of it, and Jupiter give you that confidence too to carry it out and to do your thing. So Jupiter also can over exaggerate, overdo this big. I done exaggerated many times, overdid it. And they can tell a story just like a Gemini or Mercury. Jupiter do it bigger. Jupiter, because Jupiter deal with large and large detail, big details. While Mercury deal with every little small detail. Like with Mercury, they can put a whole car together. Jupiter don't want to do all that. Jupiter just want to piece this car together. And let's go. Jupiter want to go beyond the car. Shit, Jupiter want to let's put an airplane together. Something like that. That's how Jupiter operates. Shit, Mercury can do the car. Let's do something bigger than the car. Let's do the bus. That's what Jupiter want to do. So astrology is definitely fun, beautiful people. So you have Jupiter in the sixth house. Oh, okay. I'm gonna break you down. And you got the moon in the sixth house. Ooh, it's like your moon in Virgo. This is the house of Virgo. So you're definitely empathic. You can feel it through your body. It's like I had a Virgo moon. You got it in the house of Virgo. So wow, this is powerful because you forever be on that healer stuff like herbs, gemstones, trying out stuff, you know, anything like that. You always want to help people, serve, stuff like that. That's what your emotions be into the health. You can be a health nut like myself, always thinking about ways of healing, ways you can help this person, that person, problem solving. Because Virgo is a problem solver. And not only Virgo, you got Libras, you got Scorpios, you got other signs too. You got your Aquarius, you got other signs that's problem solvers. You know what I mean? So, but when we talking about the moon in the sixth house, your mind is on your health. So you will go through things that deal with your health emotionally. Also mental health until you get yourself right. You'll go through all that there, anxiety, feeling it in your body, feeling people emotions in your body. Because your moon is there. The moon deal with the body, the house of the body, the house of health, the house of joy. So you very empathic and can be clairsentient because in that house. Clairsentient but like a higher version of empath. That's all. It's just like an empath, just a little higher because you really know what you're talking about when you use the clairs. You really is a psychic. You still a psychic with empath. It's just that clairsentient, you all around with it. Like I don't, not only feel your emotions, I can feel the atmosphere. I can feel this. I can feel that. You can feel everything. That's just like with claircognizance. Not only do you know this and know that, you know about some of everything. Same thing with clairvoyance. You know what I'm saying? You see all type of stuff, as a seer. And telepathy is part of what clairvoyance is too, but it's reading somebody's thoughts. It's his own lead out. It's sort of like, it's with clairaudience. Cause it's sort of like, reading people's thoughts and sending out your energy to people, sending out how you think to people and people picking it up. And y'all thinking alike. You know what I'm saying? So you got Jupiter. She said she got Jupiter. What to say? You got Jupiter in the sixth house. So that's what you're gonna span. You're gonna span that on your health. So that's what you very big on. So Jupiter gonna make you a seer when dealing with health. You can see people pain. You can see their problems. You can see the solution to how to heal people. So it makes you a seer. You know what I'm saying? Because Jupiter is a seer. So this is very important. It's going to span. This is one big area in your life. Because you're going to span. You're going to get better and better as you continue to get older. You're going to span. Your luck going to be when dealing with healing. Your luck going to be when dealing with health. Also tarot reading, because it's Earth. This is the house of Earth. So you're in the house of Mother Earth. Jupiter going to span your Mother Earthness. You can walk this Earth, going to feel every vibration that deal with this earthly plane, everything that's around you. See what I'm saying? Because Jupiter going to span that. You're going to be very good. So true indeed, that's psychic placement. That what people don't talk about. It's my perspective from knowing claircognizance. So let me see. Somebody said they got Jupiter conjunction to your North Node. Woo. That's gonna span your North Node. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna span. You're gonna get. It's gonna make you more confidence. Your North Node gonna be more confidence. Make you have. It's gonna help you carry out your North Node more. It will help you carry out your North Node more than ever, so you can be able to accomplish that. Then you got Jupiter in the first house. Is that right? Jupiter in the first house is very powerful. You're very aggressive individual, super confident. Don't be over cocky with it. You know, so you got an Aries rising and in the first house. It's a powerful place right here. It's that war mentality. Don't fear nothing type stuff, but also quick temper type stuff and get over things quickly. But at the same time, they're gonna span your give to think you are it and you want to hear all about yourself sometimes. But also this can make you very generous, very kind, very lovey-dovey. And people can't beat you when it comes to war. Your man spans when it comes to this type of attack. We're talking war, we're not talking about all physical. We're talking about like when it comes to like mental battles, you got strategies, you know what I'm saying? You're talking about emotional battles, you can overcome anything though, any obstacle, make you strong. It give you the energy, super sexual energy, super. I love sex, super. I got to have it. Sex part of my personality. And so when they see you, you're gonna glow. You had the young look like a little kid. Sometimes you can be very playful, very playful. Love life, fun loving though. People like to be around you. You know what I mean? You don't like to be bored. That's just your nature, part of who you are. Don't like to be bored. Period. Period. If the people bored, they gotta get from around you. You got Aries rising, shit, and then Jupiter in that house. Shoot, man, this is deep here. This is deep here. This is your first house. This is part of your personality, part of your first impression. How people see you, they see you as something that's aggressive, but sometimes they can envy that. They envy that. They fear that, and the reason why they envy that because you're always shining, and they see how much confidence you have, and they're like, "Dog, this person just don't care." It ain't that you don't care. You're very confident. And so I know people who have the Aries traits, and how people see them, it's the same way how they see them, they see you. They see these people like I got a niece. She's so confident and she big bone. It don't matter if they big bone it. They see these people got confidence. They don't have low self esteem. I'm it. You know what I'm saying? And people admire that. They applaud that. Say, well, how did person wear this outfit like that? Ooh, it look good. Ooh, it's sharp. So Aries is go getters, and they want to have the best. They gonna have the best. They could sometimes they could be the cat the core. Cat the core with dealing with the best. So we talking about the Aries energy. They want to be the best. I ain't gonna lie. And they very competitive and very sports like people. They love sports. They want to compete and stuff like that. So this is the energy we're dealing with here. Now, if you got Mars in the first house, that's also the Aries trait you have because it's the house of Aries. Now, if you got Mars in the fourth house, it's just like having the Mars of Cancer. Like what I got Mars of Cancer. You got Mars in the fourth house, you're gonna be aggressive in the home, aggressive energy right here. Get very emotional when it comes to family. They say the wrong thing, you're very intense. It's very important what your mom or dad say. You might just snap. You know what I'm saying? They say the wrong thing. They might don't even mean it. You're just so defensive because you got Mars there. That's how I was, very defensive about every little thing. It's all like having Pisces energy, very defensive. It's just that Cancer is a cardinal sign, so it's gonna very take off. See, Pisces might complain or might groan or might get in a little own little world, little zone. But so you got Cancer, they got to let off. They got to express themselves. They got if they don't, they're gonna explode like a ticking time bomb. And that's how it used to be. They just call me the ticking time bomb with Mars and Cancer. That's one of the hardest placements. Nobody want to mess with no Mars and Cancer. That's why I got a lot of serial killers as Cancer number one. You know what I'm saying? Because these people are so emotional and they're in tune with the moon. So we got Mars in the fourth house. These people in tune with the moon. Every time the moon phases come out, they can feel it. It's hard for them to go to sleep. They know something wrong because they be tossing and turning. They say, "Oh, I can't sleep. The moon must be out." You can feel it in their body. So I feel it when the moon come out because they got Mars and Cancer right there. So you got Mars in the fourth house. That's just how it is. You're in tune with the moon. You're in tune with water. You're in tune with the waves. So you're gonna love to have fun, and you gotta really be passionate for something to get into something. You gotta really have compassion for something also, because you just ain't gonna get into anything. So These people gonna be the real deal. No fake it. You know what I'm saying? They got to be real, or they go through it. Their emotions don't play. You know what I mean? The person say, "I'm not confident. I'm not cocky or confident." Okay, I'll laugh with you on that one too. If you got the Aries energy, you something. But see, my Mars falls in the fourth house. Okay, super emotional right there. You got Lilith in Cancer. Oh no. Oh no. Lilith in Cancer. Oh man. Woo. You can tell how you be. Lilith is the black moon, the dark side. So your dark side of Cancer. Cancers know the emotions. They know how people feel. They can manipulate and use them for sex and use them for this and use them for that. Because they already feel what's up. They know what's up. So they can use their emotions to do this on the dark side, but also they can go through things to do with emotions. You know what I mean? Very sensitive, very established, and very don't care and love drama like type energy. Because this is Lilith. Lilith ain't playing. Lilith gonna chop the mother up. Lilith gonna chop the family up. Whoever even go against their family or the family come against them. You know what I'm saying? Philip family could come against you. Cause Lilith right there. And so you have problems and you have to create your own family and stuff like that. Little want to create her own. Little want to do her own things and fuck this family. And that's messed up that Little got to do that. So that's why if you once you control your Lilith, you probably control your Lilith. You probably already controlling your Lilith. If you don't control Lilith, shoot, there's some trouble. The black moon don't play. So say so the black moon got Lilith in Cancer. This is a very emotional placement right here. This is super psychic in tune. So Lilith basically your skills, since you know the skills, you want to do your own thing. You want to be that sentient being, go against the grain. So you do stuff like this for fun, play people emotion for fun, manipulate for fun, stuff like that. There, Lilith know what it can do. It knows the powers. See what I'm saying? It's the dark side of you, very turned up. You know what I mean? Drain your energy type shit and laugh about it. Lilith, you know what I'm saying? Because you say, see another person say type energy. When Lilith comes to play, if you don't master Lilith, you have Pluto in the eighth house. Okay, in his own house. So you very much very powerful. You got power in his own house. So that means you make it more intense, more powerful, more power to you. Scorpio energy right there. You know what I mean? Say, okay, that's right. That's very powerful placement right there. We talk about, oh, you got Mars with your ascendants. That's very powerful right there. Because Mars, whatever it's into, Mars will make you a tough cookie. It's gonna make you a go-getter. It'll make you have a lot of energy. It's gonna make you very focused and want to accomplish something. Mars want to win. Mars want to win. And to be honest with you, Mars know how to win. I got an Aries South Node. I came into this world with Mars energy, trying to become that Libra. And the reason why I make it easy for me to be a Libra because I was born in the Libra zodiac. So, and I got a lot of Libra in my natal chart, a stellium in the fifth house. But if you dealing with the Aries energy, like how I used to be, I used to love drama. Aries people love drama. So when I came on the streets, I used to love drama. I start stuff with the fun of. Aries start stuff with the fun of. They might get bored and start stuff. Sometimes they don't even know they starting stuff, and they just want to fight. Think they bad. Think they tough. They want to win. You know what I'm saying? But when Aries get beat up bad or something, that hurt their pride. But they don't stop though. You know what I'm saying? They go back and fight some more and go through. A lot of Aries get stabbed, cut. You know what I'm saying? A shot at or a shot, or they do the shooting and stab. So with that being said, when they say Mars, the planet of war, shit, man, I'm telling you. I know I'm cursing now. You see that he off the chain. Yep, that's my son. That's my son, and that's my Mars, and that's my Jupiter coming out me. But anyway, Mars is a tough placement. You know what I'm saying? Mars is a tough placement. You got Mars in the seventh house. You say you got Mars in the seventh house? Shoot, that's a balance right there. So love is very important to you. Love is balance, especially if you got like a sextile or a trine or conjunction, Mars conjunction of Venus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're in tune. You balance what kind of love. Sex is very important to you. Love is very important to you. Being stylish, being in harmony and peace and light and wisdom and the good life. The good life. You know what I'm saying? But if you got like opposition, a square in that house, you going through it. You know what I'm saying? When dealing with love, you know what I'm saying? A lot of breakups and all type of stuff go to war. Cause love could turn to war in that house. And also You just got Mars in the seventh house, it can turn to hate. It can turn to hate. Love can turn to hate. Depending on what relationships you go through, you will go through a lot of relationships. You'll be experienced when dealing with relationships. You'll be like a therapist, counselor when dealing with relationships. Like one time, I had did a couple. I had did this lady and her daughter, bringing them back together. I was like a facilitator. Like I'm a Libra, so no Libras, Venus energy do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they wanted me to be there, and so I facilitate. They did good after about an hour, 2 hour section. I ain't on nobody's side. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you right too. Your mama right too. Then I'll be like, yeah, your daughter right too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that there. I'm bringing them together. But at the end of the session, they say, oh, thank you. Thank you. They were going through it. But Libra helped bring them back together. So when you got Mars in the seventh house, you could bring people back together. Marriage counsel, guidance, and you ain't gonna take no sides because you're trying to bring that harmony, that bond anyway. And Libra see things from all perspectives. So is Venus, you know. So you got what do you say, Pluto in the 10th house, or you go, or when it comes to like doing thing Pluto energy. So your job would be like dissecting the code of thing, being scientific, diving into the deep and the unknown that people fear and scared of. Talking about masonry, talking about the underworld, talking about metaphysics, talking about spirituality, not scared of it. You be excited about it. That's something that you do hands on, healing. Pluto is a healing energy. Pluto deal with healing, it deal with people clairvoyant. Just something that's you do. You can read somebody, see through this shit. I'm gonna curse on this. Yeah, I know someone will say, well, you should need to say, excuse the lingo. No, this that sun house coming out, the entertainment, right? I stellium in that house, Libra stellium. But anyway, um, Mars in Pisces, that's a powerful placement there. It's super emotional right there, super sensitive. So anytime you got Mars in the water, it's gonna amplify the water. It'll make you super psychic and super all around. No matter if you got Mars in Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Anytime you got Mars in anything, even Libra, it can make Libra like, cause Libra already they could be clairaudience or they could be like telepathy where they could read people's thoughts and minds and stuff like that. So it can make them super that. So you got Mars in Virgo. So Mercury type of energy, yes, it make them super psychic all around, automatic. Gemini or Virgo or Libra, Aquarius, she's gonna amplify that higher mind. They're gonna go through some stuff. They don't know what to do. Got Mars to amplify that. Aquarius by itself is already kind of like off the chain. And you'll think they're weird or crazy. You know what I mean? So you got Mars to amplify that. So these people hell, they're gonna rebel. They're gonna set off rebellion thing like Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was Aquarius. Then the thing is, the air sound was the most rebellious. Look at Nat Turner, he was a Libra. So shoot, his scale got tilted, he was off the chain. But not to talk about slavery, just using astrology. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to get I gotta people of all kinds and we're dealing with astrology. But anyway, that's how it operates. So just look at some of the people who rebel, look at their natal placements and when they were born. Look at their chart and you'll know why. So once you get into astrology, you'll figure out like, oh, okay. And you say it's more accurate than what people taught you. Cause they make it like it's not accurate, but it is. It's a blueprint. But not only astrology, you got numerology, you got many ways to read people, you know. I know some people don't believe in it, but most people today, now they believing in it. Now they understand because they know they got more than just their sun sign. You see, you got Mars in the 11th house. Oh, that's in the house of humanitarian, the house of Aquarius. Oh, yes, you're very rebellious on thoughts. It's people say something, you be like, you rebel against their thoughts. So just so you can come up with your own thoughts, own ideas. So it make you very scientific mind, like bringing out new ideas, being a good inventor, come up with new inventions and stuff like that. And that's why you like to be around people like that. So you be fun because Aquarius like to experiment. So you got it in the house of Aquarius. So you like to experiment, try things out, just so you can be like a scientist. Aquarius is more like when you think of Aquarius and Virgos and Scorpios, you think of scientists. I say Aquarius, Virgos, and Scorpios, you think of scientists. Reason why? Virgo like the code thing, break it down till they know everything, till they put it together so they can show you how it works. Aquarius like to bring out new ideas, event, and dissect the cold things too, so they can come up with new invention. So I'm saying they got Scorpio who do this intuitively. They gonna rebel, so they can break the tattoos and let you know this ain't it right here. It's something that's better than this. You know what I'm saying? Forget what people are saying. I'm gonna show you. They're gonna bring out that truth. And also not only by the intellect, but also by the psychic gifts, by them knowing, So you got all of these people who's deep when it comes to this type of scientific minds. You know what I mean? So I look at like Venus energy, they can do what they want, really. The reason why I say that because when you think of our coach, you think of Aset. Also, you think of Heru when you talk about Venus. But in other cultures, you think of Isis, think of Hathor. So, Aset was what? She was the queen mother, right? So when you think of Venus, also you think of Virgo, because Virgo is like what? Aset too. So think of the queen mother. So these people are very powerful. All signs is powerful. All is part of you. You know what I'm saying? All got a duty, all got a role to play. The astrology is fun. You be like, oh, this powerful. You be like, oh, this powerful. Oh, this powerful. You see, you got Mars in Cancer. That's a very powerful placement right there. You got Mars is in the seventh house. That's powerful. You got Saturn in the ninth house. So you can be a disciplined Sag. You might not be that wild type then. If that's the case, you ain't gonna be the wild type. You can go through it when dealing with being adventurous, having a hard time traveling, having a hard time doing this to your later years. The later years, when you get older, you be able to do that, master it, and be a teacher of it. You will go through it when dealing with speaking all the time. Be careful how you speak because you got Saturn in the ninth house. That's very powerful there. You know what I mean? So you got Saturn in the ninth house. You can be very careful how you do things. You're gonna go through it when dealing with the ninth house. You can go through wanting to be a sage, don't and having low self-esteem and stuff like that when dealing with being a sage or spirituality, because ninth house is a spiritual house. It's the house of spiritual wisdom. It's just the house of experiment. It's the house of being adventurous. It's the free spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's the traveler. It's not only a traveler like physically, but also traveling from mind to mind, like to hear your thought, my thoughts, want to know people's thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So Sag is more acceptance of list of people. Even though they might don't take in what you say far as, believe what you say like that, but they still will listen and respect it because they like to hear different philosophy, different points of view. So in that house there, you would go through things dealing with that. You got Mars in the ninth house. Mars and Jupiter. Phew, there's more fire to it. I love freedom. Of course you do. Of course you love your freedom. She said, I love freedom. Of course you do. You got Mars in there? Shoot, Mars will fight for that. Mars is a fighter. Mars will fight for their freedom. And have Pluto there. Pluto will fight. Pluto got all type of tactics like Mars. Mars will fight for it. Mars know how to win. Mars and Pluto know how to win. That's why they represent number 9 in numerology. And also, what else represents number 9? The ninth house, which is Sagittarius, because it's the ninth house. What's the ninth month? Virgo. You see? You see the nines. They're all intertwined. They don't tell you that, but I'm giving you something deep to think about. So you think of number 9, you think of Mercury, you think of Jupiter, you think of Mars, you think of Pluto. So that's number 9. So boom, that's very powerful. That she said, "I love my freedom. I know you do. You'll fight for your freedom too, and everybody else's freedom. That's how much. Because you're a span. You're dealing with connecting with people. You be the humanitarian fighter with freedom, free mind, free spirit. You teach people how to free themselves. You give them that knowledge because this is the house of knowledge. It's the house of wisdom, the house of spirituality, the house of exploring adventures. So that's what you're gonna be doing. You know what I mean? Also the house of luck. So you be lucky when you fight against freedom. When you fight, it depends on if you got a conjunction, a trine. If you got an easy aspect or a conjunction, you good. But if you got like a opposition or square, you have a hard time in that house. So, but other than that, you're gonna be a fighter, and people will have you on their team. Know how to strategize, know how to win, and quick mind. Mars give you the quick mind, quick thinking. Then you got Jupiter going to span it. Jupiter already fire, fire and fire. So could you explain my placement? Pisces Sun, Aries Moon, and Gemini Rise. Woo. Got water, sun, fire, moon, air rising. Phew. Dog, the sun is water. The sun gonna shine, the watery presence, the psychic ability, is nurturing gift, is love, is joy for you. The sun gonna be unconditional with it. The sun will pick up everybody's feelings and say, damn, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna curse a little bit, y'all. Dog, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. All these emotions, people, these raggedy emotions, see people thinking negative, they like this, they like that. But since you got Aries moon, Aries gonna give you the script to fight against that. Aries moon will make you strong. You gonna think about having fun in the inside. In your home, you think about sex, you think about love, you think about joy, because this is your moon, man. You gonna think about accomplishment, the go getter. You gonna think about doing the Aries things, even like looking at movies that deal with war. You like things that deal with war. You like things that's inspirational, things that's like fighter energy, things that's uplifting in the home. And since you got Gemini rising, you gonna come out communicate. Your communication skills on point. I mean, you on point. When people see you, shit, you know how to communicate. You know how to talk. You're very good at it. You know what I'm saying? You know how to socialize. Very sharp individual mind. People thank you intelligent. They say this person's smart. But also they can see you as two-faced when you get on the twin side. You can be like, you can be on the other side, come out, shoot. Whew. But most likely this should be a positive placement. But if you go on the other side, they can see the two-facedness. But I don't think there's too much see it with the rising, but they could because it's still Gemini. So Gemini traits give you the ability to be suave, understanding lingo, interpreting symbols, interpreting things, and breaking things down, taking in details, um, stuff like that. There, since you got Gemini rising, so this is a good placement right here because by you having Pisces Sun, you know what I'm saying, Aries give you the fire to stand strong. Aries give you the fire that you need. You get the fire that you need. The Aries also, what you want to really do is Aries trait. Like you really want to fight against something, compete against something. You really want to battle something. You really want to. You do it naturally without even thinking about it, because the moon do it without. Like the sun would realize what it do. The moon is the unconsciousness. They don't realize. They just do it naturally. Like I'm a Virgo moon. A Virgo sun will want to be smart. They'll say, "Oh yeah," they'll act like they smart. The moon don't really care because the moon do it naturally. People comment the moon. The moon they say, "Oh, you smart. Oh, you this and that." The moon people be like, "Really?" Because they know we know they do this naturally. To us it's like it ain't nothing, but to a Virgo sun gonna be getting all the praise and clapping just like a Virgo rising. Accomplishment. But the moon is entered. It's what it's your natural instinct, your natural movement like that there. So you're Aries moon, so you got that fire in you naturally. You know what I'm saying? Whoever Aries want, they go for, That's the thing about the Aries. The Aries will do anything for you. They will protect you, they'll fight for you. Um, they very loyal, but if they get bored, like they'll start something up, eat something for fun, or even drama for fun, just to have something going. They don't like being bored, period. And so, but if they're loyal to somebody, they're really loyal. They'll take care of that person. Cause it's master scrum. Aries think they it. Aries will take care of the whole family. They don't even really want you to pay them back because they think they the it. So that's pretty much Aries. That's the scrum. You know what I mean? So how do you know if you are a star seed? What you think of yourself? I gotta ask you. What do you think you are? You gotta ask the person that first. Cause that could tell a lot. How you know you act like a star seed? You feel like you from another planet. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know before people even recognize that. A lot of stuff that I know, I already felt it. I already felt like it before I look at a natal chart or astrology, something that would guide me. All these are just different guides. These guys that guide you, like astrology, numerology, they guide you and stuff like that. There. So I want y'all to know that. See, I'm a Virgo moon. See, I like this right here. This god is AA. She say Mars in the ninth house. I love my freedom. I said, I know you do with Mars in there. Got Mars to crank that house up. It's already a house of fire, a house that love freedom. Shit, Mars is super aggressive. Then you got super aggressive Jupiter. All fire signs aggressive. You know what I'm saying? It just Mars is very aggressive, and Jupiter is aggressive in a different way, and the Sun is aggressive in a positive way. They super hype cause they could be happy, but they could be on their dark side too. All signs got the other side too, you know. But most likely, what you'll see positive traits, especially with Jupiter. So, what you think of yourself as a star seed? Do you see yourself as a star seed? So that's the question. Do y'all got trines in here? Do y'all got any trines, grand trines, or something like that in y'all natal charts and stuff like that? Cause I got a water grand trine. That's why like psychic gills are easy for me. I probably got all the gills. I done experienced all of them though. Most of clairsentient and claircognate, but I got all of it though. I see auras. I done heard voices, all that there. So the water is more nurturing, more caring, more. It can make you lazy too. They be stuck in the rut. You know what I'm saying? More lovey-dovey, what they say, romantic in the Western world, but lovey-dovey, so like that there. Water's like the nurturers of life, the ones who are healers and psychics and stuff. But any y'all got grand trines in y'all natal chart? I got water grand trine. Anybody got fire grand trine? Just gonna make y'all more compassionate towards humanity and be like the heroes of humanity. Want to be the fighters and helpers and the ones who people can lean on. I mean, the one who create fun, create the environment. You know, always you cause fire signs are super creative. They're super creative, just like a Pisces or a Libra, which is the air sign. You got Pisces, water sign. So is fire signs. Fire signs, they always creating something. They always, cause they got to have fun, even if it's creating fun. You know, they're not to throw a party. Your party planners, people who come up with great ideas. You know, stuff like that. Especially Aries and stuff like that, and the Sun. All of them do though. Jupiter too. They were like, I'm not lazy, but more like chilling. Okay, you chilling, you cooling, you chilling. That's what's up, girl. I want to chill. I got you. You want to chill. That's much fire signs. Fire signs is powerful. Water signs, yeah, they like to chill because they more harmonious. Fire signs don't like to chill. Fire signs the opposite. Fire signs like to get on the go. Fire signs like to do something. If they don't do nothing, shoot something wrong. They feel some type of way. They got to keep something flowing. They don't want to be bored. Fire sign don't really get no sleep. Fire sign say shoot, man, I got to get back up after 4 5 hours. Fire sign running. They running all around the city, everywhere. They're doing everything. I said, dog, I got a niece. She got a fire sign. She had 3 different parties. She had this party, that party in one day. I'm like, whoa, this fire sign. I'm telling you. Just look at the people. Look at their traits. Look at your family traits. Look at and you'll wonder why this person do this, why the person do that. And you see all like about the same far as personalities in some type of way, but we all got a different mixture of charts. So yep, Leo sun, Virgo rising, Aries moon. That's tough too. Shoot, Virgo rising, the dissector, one who gonna analyze. Sometimes you can pay attention and analyze, listen to people's thoughts real good. Virgo like to listen. They good. They one of the best listeners in the zodiac, but also they can be very talkative. Just don't give Virgos the go. They can be very respectful. They deal with principles and values. Virgos like and Taurus and Capricorns, Earth sign deal with principles and values. They try to be more respectful, but unless they got other things that override them. But Virgo will listen to you. But if you ask them a question of Virgo, they will give you a whole list of answers. Virgo got all the answers. Don't get them started. People they remember me when I'm a Virgo moon. They ask me a question, and y'all really want to know the answer? Shoot, I keep going. They say, "Oh, that's too much. Oh, that's too much." My people say, like, this too much to take in. All this knowledge. They love it, but they're like, "Oh, this too much in one day." Pretty much Virgo. Virgo got the Mercury. They all the details. They will show you how to heal from inch to inch, all the way through. So, do you do tarot reading? Yes, I'm getting more into it. It's pretty decent. Um, do your life have 9? Okay, that Mars, Scorpio energy. Oh, Queen of Clubs. So that's intuition, the mother of intuition. Yeah, you all over the place. Yep, yep, yep. All over the place. Very hyper. Cause I'm born on the 9th, October. So I know birth number 9, shoot, that's the inner cell. Shoot. I'm talking to war. I used to love to fight, all that stuff. Now I understand. Numerology match my astrology. So shoot, I'm all over the place. Like universal mind, universal thinking, doing this, doing that, from the mind to doing something physical. Got to do something. Uh, so you're trying to mostly with Saturn. Okay, Sun trying to Saturn. That's a good placement though. Your gift is being organized and business minded and being like a master of something. Always want to master a skill or something like that there. But also, you that's a gift. Really, really that's a gift. Like Venus trines is gifts. It's like this something that you naturally, do, something that's naturally a part of your gift. Like when Venus trines to Saturn, organized love, stable love, so you be a good lover. You know how to love, a good provider, and being realistic in love. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. It's a gift, carrying out your beauty, a balanced type of beauty. Not going overboard. And that's a good thing because Venus and Saturn do good together, especially if it's trine or conjunction or it's, a sextile like that. And so your love will be good. Person you catch, yes, they will love you. You represent the essence of what love is, the balance and knowing like not to go overboard. That's a good thing. So Saturn is physical, so your body will be looking like love. You're probably beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You look like a statue with Saturn there. Venus, you want to shine, makeup, perm, looking like art. You looking like art, loving art, loving being in the water, you know what I'm saying? Get your legs in the air, listen to music. When I say legs in the air, I'm talking like think about like artwork, slow, let your hands doing like yoga, doing like, in the tub, you know, feeling sensual, feeling yourself, feeling like life, that's what the gifts you got. You got the gift to heal people with love, show people what love is in a balanced way, how to love themselves. So when you got the sun trying to Saturn, this makes you not go overboard in your ego, because you got a gift of showing people how to be their own leader. This makes you more organized with it and a better teacher. Keeping yourself organized is very important. So with all these Saturn trines and stuff. Saturn is good when it comes to getting your life together, when it comes to organizing your life, building your life, and also help people build themselves and you helping people build their lives and become stronger. You see, because Saturn got the tools and it's organized, it's neat. But Saturn could also be greedy. But this is a trine, so this deal mostly with gifts and stuff. So very powerful. Saturn. I spoke of every planet. I spoke of Uranus, I think. Uranus. I love to speak on Uranus. Uranus is your uniqueness, your gifts. So you got this in the first house. You a whole different person. You might be one of them person walk around with purple hair, big old earring, your own little style, own little fashion. But at the same time, Uranus know how to color coordinate and look fly. It's a two-tip genius. So you walk around here inventing your own stuff, know how to make stuff out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because your mind, the ideas you got, clear cognitions, just get downloads of information about this and about that. And so Uranus, what I learned, Aquarius energy, they really don't like to pick up on all the detail like Mercury. Like Gemini also ain't like pick up all the detail. They Mercury. Virgo is the one who pick up all the details the most. Gemini could do it, but Virgo do it the most. But Uranus is the type mostly by the intuition. They talking about Virgo. I mean, they talking about Aquarius is the most smartest. I won't say it like that. I say they listen more of the intuition more than any other sign because intuition is a higher form of intelligence. It's higher than intelligence. So all the Aquarius I know, we talking about from my mom's, from the the girl I mess with to uh my sister to many other people. I got all type of Aquarius around me. All of them live by the intuition. None of them do no go into reading books like that. They really go off the books. We tell the Aquarius, they really go off the books, but their intuition be on point. They always accurate. My girl and her mom, Oof, she Aquarius. Both of them Aquarius. My mom and my sister Aquarius. My niece and her boyfriend Aquarius. All Aquarius I know, many other too. They live by they really intuitive. That's a sign that I got evidence and proof. You know, Virgo moons go by proof. Yeah, I can tell you that these people really is intuitive. They really live by the intuition naturally. Virgos. I mean not Virgos, but Aquarius. So people with Uranus, I got Jupiter trying to Uranus in my chart. And so I already got Jupiter in the first house. So it's trying to my Uranus. This is part of my personality. Uranus is part of my personality. It's trying to my Jupiter in the first house. And so if it's trying to my Jupiter, that's why I'm unique. That's why I'm different. That's why they say this dude is something different. But he's stylish because he got the Libra flare and Venus in there. And he got the sun too. And Leo is another stylish individual, just the house that's dominant. Leo is my dominant house. So they say this dude is different. This dude, yeah, and I'm super confident. I'm like this here. I don't have to have material stuff uh 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 for people to like me. People like me without material stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can be butt naked. So that's the type of person I am. That's how much confidence I got. I walk in a building, you can be the president. I'm gonna get all the shine. You see? That's the type of energy. I'm talking to big Leo energy. Yes. It could be my fifth house. Or that Jupiter in the first house. And then I got Uranus with it. I'm gonna think differently. I'm gonna think I love Uranus energy. It's just different. You know, it's beautiful too, but at the same time, it's all unexpected stuff happening. You got to deal with everything, all type of stuff happening unexpectedly. But people with Aquarius or Uranus energy, they can deal with it more than anybody. Unexpected energy, change, transformation. But they like to decode and dissect stuff because Aquarius gonna rebel against whatever people talk about. One of the people who I'm gonna say the people who not the most church is Aquarius. Aquarius is one of the people who you ain't gonna really get to go to church too much. They'll go and they'll claim that they're Christian or Muslim, but they ain't gonna even be into it like that. I'm telling you. I know I got people claim that they're Aquarius and they claim their religion. They're not gonna be into it like that because they independence. Aquarius are independence. Aquarius are independence. They got an intuition that's powerful, and their anxiety is high. Like their anxiety is very high. But these are powerful individuals. They like to explore, experiment, and they can either go out with a crowd or they can hang to themselves. Either or. It's either or with Aquarius or Uranus. Just like with the Libra and Gemini, same thing. Either or. No. Libra and Gemini might have to have company. Aquarius ain't got to. It depends on how Aquarius feel. So that's why they deal with surprise. You surprise a Aquarius or Uranus person, they'll fall in love with you. Surprise them. Surprise them with your mind. Surprise them with ideas. Surprise them at a party and stuff like that there. What else, Sam? We talking about right here. But we ain't talk about Taurus, did we? Taurus is very powerful placement. So anybody in the house, a Taurus, you got deep values. What I learned about Taurus, these when they say that Taurus is wise, that's not no lie. Reason why they wise, because through their experience of what they do earthly, they make great teachers. They're very careful, very considerate. On the downside, these are your hustlers of Kanye and robbers because they got to get that money. But Aquarius do got good vibes and good energy. I know a lot of Taurus. Taurus make some of the best teachers in the earthly plane when dealing with lawn surgeons, when dealing with stuff that's practical. You know what I'm saying? Also in tune with nature. They love the outdoors. You know what I'm saying? Vacations, relaxations. They love that. Y'all think of Taurus like to work, you know they're hard workers. They only love it for the comfortability so they can live. And they could work hard. They will go hard on the job and do one of the best jobs. And they're super creative, just like a Libra because of that Venus effect. You know what I'm saying? So they're super creative. So and Taurus is the type that like to stay to themselves. So when you got planets in the second house, house of value, it's all about what you value and your principles. And so if you got good value system, good principles, you know what I mean, you would do good. But if you don't, shoot, it might be old for you. If you have low self-esteem in this house, shoot, somebody else might install their values and principles on you. I got Mars in the second house. My Mars in the second house, so I like shopping so a lot of times. I can overspend and all that there. And Mars like to live stylish and lavish and really experience and really carry it out. So I gotta have earthly thing by me, so like gemstones and stuff. It's Taurus energy, earth house. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be beautiful. Some of the flyest stuff in the world. And my gemstone got to look right. If it look all broke up, I might don't want it. My food got to look right. It can be cooked good, but if it don't look right, if it don't look neat, I might don't want it. So that's type of stuff we talk the Venus energy or that house deal with. The neatness, the cleanness. Venus deal with cleanness, even Libras. Um, Stuff got to look right. It deal with beauty. And so it just don't look good. They're very picky. Like Virgo's picky. They're picky, I'm telling you. So beauty mean a lot to Taurus. Taurus gonna really carry it out because it's Earth. So when you got any planet in that house, you got Jupiter in that house, you're gonna be definitely all about the hustle, all about getting that money, all about, you know, all about stacking. You know, my Mars in the house, my values is spirituality. That makes me um more into my values than a little bit. I go by what I value, you know what I'm saying? It's all about your worth, how you feel about yourself. You know what I mean? So in this house here. Also, this house here is about the hustle game. You know what I mean? I can hustle real good. I know about deals. I know about the hustle. I know about business, but I still don't be into it like that. I could. You know what I mean? But in my early years, I definitely was hustling deeply. Scrum one of the best. So we talk second house. See, how can you tell the difference between anxiety and intuition? It's simple. Anxiety is anxiety. Intuition is knowing. Intuition is I know this gonna happen. It's a confident knowing, a confident feeling, a confident knowing, and you feel like it's real, and it do happen for real. Anxiety is anxiety. You know what I'm saying? You be racing, jumping around, and be so that anxiety is. See, my son is a Taurus and selling the dams. Okay, all about the money. The hustle, the business life. They be good when dealing with business. Great hustlers. I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them. So I just love astrology. I'm just say that. And then with me, y'all know astrology. Some of you probably already know it. You know what I mean? But y'all love it. I'm telling you, y'all know how to read people. Look at their charts. Say, oh, I see why you like this. I be doing it all the time. Yeah. So Taurus is good energy to have when you stay grounded, love. But they very sexual beings. They got to have it. Earth sign got to have it because it's earthly. They don't want this like air sign could fantasize about sex or love in their mind. It's an idea. But earth sign got to have it. They want it now. If I talk to Earth sign, this is for example. I already got a girlfriend, but I'm saying for example, if I did talk to somebody who would like a Earth sign and it was only online, you know what they'll say? They'll be like, and I keep talking to them online. They say, "I need you right now. I need you right here. I need you right now. Forget all this." So in my mind, I'm like, I already have you right here. In my mind, I always fantasize about you, think about you. You see, Earth sign got to really have you, or they cut you off. So Uranus and Neptune in the second house. Whew, higher mind. That's your value system. Your higher mind. Higher mind. Yeah, your money's unpredictable for you. Okay, I see why. Stuff come by surprise, like your money, things that show up. You don't know what how it's here or how it's like this. Spirituality in the house of Taurus, Venus. Whew, that's a good combination though, but it's gonna be early. So shoot, you gonna carry out. You definitely gonna be a empath. So having spiritual items, spiritual things, gemstones, spiritual art is very important to you. Having like doing creative thing, really you can see it, you know what I'm saying? Doing stuff with your hands is very important to you. Being like crafty, all this is spiritual to you. You got Neptune in the second house. So your value system dealing with Neptune is very spiritual. Um, Everything gonna be looking right. When things is beautiful around you, you feel spiritual. When you're in harmony, you feel spiritual. When your family is right, you feel spiritual. Even sex, you feel spiritual. Everything you feel spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. You make you super creative, super in tune with people emotions, especially your family, going within yourself. Like, like Meditate. Listen to the paying attention to the energy how it flow through you. Like, you know what I mean? So this is very spiritual to you. You feel good with nature in tune, you know. So everything's spiritual to you in this house. So Uranus in that house, yeah, Uranus got a higher mind in that house. So you will think of ways, the unknown to get this money, a good invention that can make you millions and millions of dollars. Very unique. When it comes to that, you might don't even care about money sometimes. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's unpredictable. Uranus can be unpredictable. You're right about that. But Uranus is a good placement, though. You know what I mean? Because once you master, it's the crown, though. It could be the crown. Yep, it could be the crown. And deal with the what it's called Uraeus in the African culture. Uraeus, how the energy flow and circulate through your body, the crown. Yes. So Uraeus is the higher mind. Also connect with people, places, and things. Also rebel against politics and things that come against the human nature, you know. So that what you value in this house here, the love of the people. Taurus deal with love, that house. It deals with beauty. It deals with art. So this is what you value. So do what you value. Anybody come against the culture, anybody come against, you know. So, so why Pisces so emotional and feel things so strong? Because of water. Water and it's Neptune. Water, Neptune. Neptune is the most spiritual, supposed to be the most spiritual planet. Not to say that because it's the most spiritual planet, you're gonna be there, it's up to you, but you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel everything around you. You just think of it as fortunate. If you got an earth sign to help you out, you good. I like your name too, Aku Akasha, something like that. Aku Akasha. Yeah. But uh that's why, you know, you can feel everything around you. It's a gift too. You can help people, heal people. Once you learn how to control it, it's all about mastery. Everything, and that's why Capricorn is very important. It deal with status. It deal with moving up a rank and mastering yourself to different degrees and levels. And so Capricorn is very important because it deals with mastery. Pluto is very important because it deals with mastery. These two planets deal with mastery, which is Pluto and Saturn. So Earth sign is good too because they help you to stay stable. I love your Scorpio Mars video and your Jupiter and Scorpio video. I watch over and over. I have Scorpio Moon, Mars, Jupiter. Oh, you got Scorpio everything. You're a true Scorpio. Your sexy is high. You know how to do that well. I know it ain't all about that. I'm just playing. Because when you think of Scorpio, you think of them as the sexiest, hottest thing on earth. And they think of themselves like that. It's very powerful people. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Scorpio videos do well on my channel. People love Scorpio video. I don't know why, but they love Pluto. They love Scorpio. They got the most views. Scorpio videos, almost all of them. I'm like, dog, people, Scorpio people, they dedicated that Scorpio energy. They love the power of that Scorpio, of Scorpio, a powerful planet. People pull about the Scorpio. They don't play because they know that they are warriors. They know that they are it. They know that they don't ride people coattails. See, Scorpio is something that's it's sexual, good energy, but they also loving now. We can't forget about the lovey dovey Scorpio. It's a water sign, so they make great nurturers. They're very caring. I know a lot of Scorpio. They're very caring. Go out the way for you, and they'll fight for you. They'll do anything for you. So let's not get it twisted. Let's not just talk about the power of them, because their power is also nurturing. Their power is also um, loving their family. So they're very divine too, very spiritual people now. Because all water signs deal with divinity. Water is attuned naturally with spirit. So we're talking about water and fire. Fire is another one, but fire got quick intuition, like off the rip. They know where to go. They know they like your guys. They know how to navigate things. Well, let's do this. Let's do that. They know this gonna work. Know that's gonna work. And like Aries got a quick mind state. They got a quick intuition. Aries, the sun, and plus Jupiter. But when we talking about Scorpio, thank you too, Aku Acosta. I don't know if I'm saying it correct. I love all my queens. I love all y'all, even divinely destiny. Y'all be like, oh, you don't know me. You don't know me. But y'all forgot I'm spiritually in tune. I like to crack jokes now. I know a lot of times y'all don't see me on my channel do it, but I do it. Off the The media, I do it all the time with other people. Crack jokes. I love to laugh. I love to play. And I say things so funny to make people's stomach hurt. But at the end of the day, it's all love. I feel y'all. Like she says, Scorpio moon. Like I can feel bad energy and good energy. I could walk in the building. Because you got to understand, I got a water trine. And water dominate my chart. Even though I'm a Libra. Sun. But Virgo moon. I'm all in one, but what dominate my chart really matters is that water. And I got a water grand trine. Also Cancer rise. So and that's a cardinal. Cardinal signs initiate, they take flight. They gonna carry out their traits because they take flight. Like your Capricorn, your Aries, your Cancer, your Libra, they gonna carry it out. Psychic gifts like for water signs, Cancer that's a guarantee they're gonna carry it out. For air signs like a thinker and all that, it's guaranteed a Libra gonna carry it out. Uh Fire sign like Aries, they gonna carry it out, guaranteed. The creative powers and all the other stuff. And same thing with I said water, Capricorn, they gonna carry out and get their business. They most likely gonna get it. Cardinal sign most likely gonna achieve a lot of them anyway. So when we deal with in Scorpio, like stuff like Scorpio, Leos, them two fixed signs could be big achievers too. It depends on what they man fixed on. So, but anyway, they got them Scorpio. She got Mars in what house? She got Mars in Divinely Destiny, Destined. I'm gonna say Divinely. What house you got your Mars, your Jupiter, and your Moon in? Proof. Yeah, your sexity, your libido is up because I see you got Eros in Scorpio. I don't really do Ero, but I know what it means. I might get on that track too. But sixth house, which in the sixth house? Your Mars, all of them in the sixth house? Wow. Okay. I think you mean all of them in the sixth house. If that's the case, that's powerful there. This is the house of healing, house of Virgo, which means practicality and stuff like that. There, this the house of light to dissect and know things. The house of a problem solver. The house of want to be useful and help people. The house of, like I say, health. This house of health. So health is very important to you, and that's good. Very good. You got Mars in there too. The moon in there. Your emotions, like you got a Virgo moon like me. Like you go behind the scene, dissect. You probably pick your choosy and talk trash. Virgos talk trash. Behind the scene, I'm gonna tell y'all, Virgos talk trash. Virgos talk trash. Sagittarius, Virgos, and Aquarius can talk some trash. I mean, okay, Aquarius can be very blunt and nasty with it. They can really stick. Got their Virgos is some. They sound like they critical, but it be for the greater good. But they can go hard though. You be like, no, I know this, and they break it all the way down. And, and the thing is, Virgo don't need to do everybody, try to save everybody with that. Nobody want to hear all that criticism. I know I'm a Virgo moon, and then you got your Sagittarius. Sagittarius, shoot, they can go off the grid too, hyper fire with that. So you got the moon in there, just the moon in there. I know you got also. I think you got the Mars in there too. So your moon is in the sixth house. You like a Virgo moon traits right there. So that means that you can be a physical empath, feeling pain in your body, feeling things in your body. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you feel other people's emotions in your body. And read, so you can do like what I do and read people like by what you feel in your body and stuff like that. So I know you feel like you might think that this your emotions that you're going through, but it's somebody else pain you feeling. As soon as you get from around that person, you don't feel it no more because it was their pain, it was their emotion that you were feeling in your body. So what else you got in? You got Mars, and what house you got Mars in? Divinely. Where's your Mars? Yeah, I like to know. See, Mars is important placement because what you got to realize. I think the sun is very important, and it is. But Mars, knowing about your Mars, I learned is very important because when you want to know a person, you want to know how they take action. I'm a Cancer. I got Mars in Cancer. So my Mars is in Cancer, but it's in the second house. So my Mars is in the house about what I value, all about pleasure, in the house of pleasure. Because Taurus is a house of values, house of principles, house of values. So when I get disrespect is all about the principle. I swing on the person, because about the principle. You know what I'm saying? Also, Taurus is the house of creativity, house of art, house of beauty. And so this is the things I be into. This is what I shop for. Love to shop, 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 spend your money. Mars is how you take action. So it's in Cancer. This right here makes a person since it's in Cancer or the fourth house, if it's Mars in the fourth house, like I said earlier, the way I take action is emotionally. Like I got to feel you. I can like read your thoughts, read your mind, and it's through emotions. Like I can feel you. That's why I take emotion. Like sometimes I can go indirect, but then I can be very straight up because emotions change. It can be very hardcore and very blunt. And so cancers can go hard. They're like bodyguards. So the way I take action is being protective toward my energy. I'm very defensive, and like people might not even be talking about me. I be snapping. That's pretty much Mars and Cancer, very sensitive. And they say, "You old sensitive B." I just got to call it out like it is. But I know that it ain't. I ain't know that what they talking about, right? But that's how people would think. They think a Cancer is weak, and they kind of find out Cancer is really strong. People think they're weak, but they're not, because it's one of the strongest signs they is. They're just emotional. So once they control their emotions, they powerful. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about that. So, but cancers is the best people to have around you because they're gonna be loyal towards you, and you can't do no wrong once they love you. They call everybody family. If you know a person call everybody family, see if they got water sign like Cancer, or might be a Pisces, might be a Scorpio, especially Cancer. And say, what's up, family? Everybody family. You like I got people calling me niece. Also, you got people who treat you like family. Same energy you get out, same as how people treat you too. They be like, "What's up, family?" And you might only be biological kin to them because that's what the moon bring. The moon is one of the best loving signs. The moon and Venus is one of the best loving signs. And Pisces, Neptune will be third, but the moon and Venus, when dealing with love, them the two you go to. Love, because the moon is about love. It's about showing love, being nurturing, being caring. And Venus is about love, loving yourself so you can love others. And so, of course, it would be psychic too. They'd be missing the point. Astrologers, like they don't know. And they say the moon psychic, but they don't say Venus. Some of them do. So they miss the point. It's about love. So they empathic because they know about people. They deal with relating to people. So um, you say Mars in the seventh house. That's powerful. Mars and Venus. So you're all about love, all about that's very powerful place right there, young queen. Because young queen, that is so magnificent. This makes you super creative. Mars gonna spot the flames. The type of love you would love. Ooh, it's very powerful. I won't mess with nobody who you love. You can go. You don't play. Because when you really love somebody, you love somebody. This that energy will bring intense fire. But you're not a beef it up. But your love gonna be good though. Very dedicated and very fun, very playful. So you very romantic, very like lovey dovey, very like I get that. That's good. That's cool too. Then it's in the seventh house, so your love also be mental. Nobody can mess with you mentally. You chop down things, break it down, dissect. I mean, and so people go to war with you mentally. You be thinking, so oh, they'll mess with the wrong person now. They'll say you're very expressive too, because this the house of Libra. So you can be stylish. You can look your best when you want to. All these things here. But beauty will mostly come from the soul. Like for Taurus, the house of Taurus, the outside beauty matter. But the house of Taurus, the outside beauty matter. But Libra is more about the soul beauty, the beauty of the mind. So when somebody who's very smart, you be into them. You be like you following the channel. Same thing about that, because this is something like you own something that's higher. Or even if somebody who kind and nice and beautiful, who seen beauty like their soul essence. They can look beautiful on the outside, but it's mostly the soul and the mind for you. For Taurus, it's gonna be that physical beauty and the soul like that. But see, Libras, it's gonna be mostly mental and soul beauty. Like me, I done dealt with many Taurus women's. Like a few years ago, um, I talked to a Taurus woman, not to go with, but she was kicking it with me, and she looked beautiful on the outside. I'm like, ooh, she looked good. But I kicked it with her for 2 minutes. That was it. That was it. That's all she had with the outside beauty, because it's more about the mental beauty and about that good energy, you know. Because Libra want that good energy. They ain't all about the physical beauty. It might seem good, and that when I learned that when we're dealing with Libra, it's not about the physical beauty. It's more about the mental beauty. That'll take anything. All air signs. The mind is it for the air signs. To get an Aquarius, to get a Libra, but also like Virgo, they got Mercury. It's about Virgo is probably both, but it's more about mental for Virgo. Virgo might be the one who don't want nobody who well because they want to help the person. They want to help the person get well. Virgos want to help people get well. So okay, you got Mars in 11th house. That's Aquarius. So you how your mind be activated. You on point. You on point. You on point, Queen Lanisha. You on point, Queen. I hope I saying it right. I'm Gullah Geechee. I know y'all. I don't know if y'all heard of Gullah Geechee. That's Savannah area. But anyway, and sometimes I missay words because it's hard for us to speak certain dialects. But anyway, and that's a lot of people who Gullah Geechee. It's hard for them to say certain words. Like my name is Corey, the government name, but some people would say like Kari, Kari. Say the name different. Kari, so stuff like that. They can't help it. So they be trying to say the name, and so they create another lingo. Like I don't say over there, I say over there. Y'all see that over there? They say over there. They say it ain't over there, it's over there. But you know, that's how we talk Gullah Geechee, you know, and I realized that today. But I done got better pronouncing these words and get very skilled because it takes practice with these words to get it right. But anyway, when you got Mars in 11th house, oh, Sag in 11th house, phew, you the ultimate truth when it comes to knowledge. Your knowledge is unique. Your knowledge is expansion. Your knowledge is adventures exploring other people's thoughts and minds. What they call you, the psychiatrist? What they call you, the psychologist? Oh, yes, you could be the people therapist, the mental doctor. And that's what I get from you, but also clairvoyance and claircognizance. Just know what you see. Yeah, sometimes you just know what you know. It just come to you. Ideas, thoughts, um, solutions to problems, knowing where the girl go. Let's see intuition naturally. Lanisha. So that's how it is when you got Mars in 11th house. Mars, the humanitarian, gonna go out and fight for real, the true activist. We got Mars in 11th house. It's already the humanitarian house. It's already the friendly house. Be super friendly, super kind. Go out your way. Protect them friends. Be with them friends. You know what I mean? Go out your way and be very active in that house. Cutting down thoughts, breaking taboos, experimenting a lot, trying out things so you can learn, so you can spread this knowledge. Call you the light bringer, the messenger, the divine, higher mind, stay up in it. I know when you got Mars in that house. You got Mars in 11th house. But in the meantime, unless you got something that's stopping you or blocking that connection, you won't reach that. But if you don't, you good. I'm saying if you got nothing blocking you, you good. It's what I'm saying. Your higher mind is it. People are gonna envy you that smartness. Say, look at my chart. Where's my money at? Which house, which planet? What connection you got with Taurus? What connection you got with Cancer? Cancer is another money sign. Cancer, Taurus, Capricorn, all of them get money. You know what I'm saying? Hustlers. Look what Saturn at. Look what Venus at. Look what um the moon at. Look where Jupiter's a lucky planet. It could be. It depends on some signs could do what they want. Like Jupiter's one of them signs. You know what I'm saying? They lucky and prosperous. Where Jupiter person might find money on the ground, stacks of money like that there somewhere. So where is your Venus? No, what's in your second house, Lanisha? Now, if any of you like to come on here, I see if I can get a link before I head out. I'm sit there, give me a link. Okay, let me see if I get me some guesses in. Copy the link. I copy it. I'm about to put it in the comment. Post it up. Okay, if you like to come on here, that's cool. Now this thing about 2 hours. I've been talking about 2 hours. I can go. But here's the link, beautiful people. Anybody like to come? Just tap the link in the comments. I'll let you talk. If you want to talk astrology, let you break it down. I ain't got to say too much. You can take control, do your thing. Everybody get a shot. It's up to them, up to you. But if not, I did about 2 hours on here. Yeah, I was really into this. All the houses, the 10th, the ninth, the 8th, the 7th, the 6th, the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd, the 2nd, and 1st. But anybody into the first house, so whatever planet you got the most in whatever house, like you got 3 planets in one house, that's gonna be your dominant house. You got 4 planets in. It depends on like in my chart, I got 4 planets in the fifth house. Fifth house is my dominant house. It's Leo, so that's gonna be very important in my life. You'd be like, oh, that's why he be so creative. He be so stylish. He looks so like this charming, like the sun. And then my fourth house is my second house. That's why. But the moon ruled my chart, so that's gonna play a big part too. The fourth and the fifth, and so that's why he like to do things in the home. Every time I see he be in his own bedroom. Every time I see him, he more comfortable in the house, in the home. Family is very important to him. Family tree, culture, the ancestors. Y'all talking about spirituality, the ancestors, and stuff like that. There. So look what area in life. It just show the area in life that you'll play in the most. Like that's all it is. Like if anything in your first house, that's part of who you are. Like my Jupiter is in the first house, so it's part of who I am. Jupiter is part of who I am. I got Saturn in the third house. So thank you. Love your energy and wisdom. Thank you too. Thank you too. I got Jupiter. I got Jupiter in the third. No, not Jupiter. I got Saturn in the third house. And so my problems was with my siblings, like competing mentally with me. So who's the smartest? Cause Saturn right there. So I have a hard time. And this the house of the third house is the house of Gemini, which is siblings, which is your brothers and sisters. Who's the smartest? Who's this? Who's that? Having a hard time with that until later on. But also, Saturn give you discipline. If you're scared to speak, you learn later in your later years to speak careful and be professional when you speak. So you might have trouble speaking at first, or have trouble in school, get kicked out. Don't say get kicked out of school and stuff like that. Not paying attention, have a hard time with the teacher learning lessons until later on, until you learn your own lessons. Then you become the teacher. Then you got it. Laugh out loud. I see you. The link is right here if y'all want to hit it before I leave. We could talk more on it. As long as I comment, we'll talk more on it. You know what I mean? It's about 2 hours. I've been going off the scale right here. I'm really enjoying it. I love it. 'Cause I love astrology. Really, it's a guy, but it's fun. It's fun because when you read other people's chart too, you be like, oh, that's why that person like this. Oh, that's why they like this. So it's very fun, very cool. It's very cool and very fun. Astrology, I'm telling you. Oh, my cash app is in the link. If you want to hit it, it's cool. If you don't, it's cool. It's up to you. And by the way, I'm having my birthday coming up, October the 9th. Yes, I'm excited. I'm very excited. But any planets in these houses, y'all know what's up. I'm about to get up off here and what she says, you are a very good teacher. I love the way you explain everything. Hey, everyone involved, who comment. Yeah, they did that on their own. I appreciate them because what they did, they share with y'all share with each other too. I want y'all to know that y'all don't only share with me, y'all share with each other and break down knowledge. And nobody wrong. Thank you for the happy birthday. So what if there's no planets in the 12th house? That doesn't mean the area of life be empty, but I don't mean that it ain't useful. It just ain't gonna be popping like the other houses. It still could be a little useful, but it ain't gonna be like the other houses. Oh, thank you, by the way. Thank you for the happy birthday. Gratitude. A lot of you should start your own channel, but when you start it, y'all should be unique with it. Don't do it the same way. First you have to learn. So, but dealing with me, you probably gonna already know anyway. You probably gonna already know anyway. Study and find your own way of saying it and doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's different because everybody's saying pretty much the same thing. Most people say thank you and happy early birthday, Goddess AA. Thank you, Goddess AA. Happy full moon. Okay, it's the full moon manifestation. AA, what's your moon sign? Let me see if I can see it again. I read so many of these comments. I don't know. Let me see. It should be on here. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Ness. Say happy birthday. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let me see your moon sign. Okay, Libra moon. Okay, you a true Libra. So you a true Libra. That means this your inner self. You came into the life as a Libra moon. Took me a while to get that Libra sun. Yeah, I came into life as a Virgo moon, but also South Node, Aries, South Node. But you're a true Libra. Fashion, beauty. Oh, okay. I know you. You're in touch with yourself. You good. Very smart, very wise, very loving. Uh, good at judging ideas and concepts and seeing everybody thought as good. But I mean, there's no wrong. That's how I see things. That's how Libra see things. You do it naturally, like be able to list the people, good advisor, stuff like that. Your sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, all in the second house. What? All in the second house? You got a lot of Taurus energy, a lot of Venus effect in that, and you got Venus in there. Okay, you real Taurus. You think like a Taurus. You expand like a Taurus. Real Venus effect, Mother Earth. What you value is very important, very strong. Taurus is a very strong individual. But the woman's is some of the beautifulest women's there is. Just like Libras and Pisces and this type of energy we're dealing with. Yes, good energy. Work your magic. You're definitely empath, feeling pain in your body. You know what I'm saying? Getting your earthly wisdom, spitting it to people, giving the people practical ideas, fashion, beauty, looking like art. You know what I'm saying? In tune with yourself, nice dinner, nice champagne bottle, You got you're a bad woman. Get that money though. You see, I'm Aquarius though. Mm, that mixture there. So you doing that, but also you Aquarius though. So Aquarius, higher mind though. Okay. Higher mind. Higher mind. Unique. The Aquarius don't really care about things like that too tough, but so it's a mixture right there. It could be a fight going on. I wonder if you got squares of oppositions in your charts, which means there were planetary aspects. But so because Aquarius could fight against that. See, Shay, Aquarius more higher. But what Aquarius would do when you bring it in balance, it will like help you to make money when dealing with things of fashion, come up with new ideas, new inventions. And when you do come up with it, it can be in a stylish way, a good way. I mean, higher mind, higher perspective of living the good life. Because the house you second house is the good life, and leave second and seventh house is the good life. One is the earthly good house. The other one is the mental good house. The mental good house, which means the good life. You only heard they say the good life. Venus is the good life. So that's why she magical. Uh, in African culture, she's like I said, the magical lady who bring things together. Um, know how to color coordinate, know how to bring colors together, know how to bring people together, stuff like that. There, who bring humanity together. So it's very magical in that house. Thank you too. So what about first house stellium? Wow, you're a powerhouse. You got all that in the first house? Really? That's powerful there. Shoot, Pluto and the sun. So you got light and darkness. You can get on either side. Power on all sides. Then you got the Mars. Ooh, this some powerful stuff. You probably a brave cookie, a brave person, very fighter. You know what I'm saying? Been through a lot of fights, if not physically, mentally, or verbally. Shoot, you don't let nobody take over your power. It's all about your power, your space. Authority figures, going against authority figures, and people see you as authority figure. They see you as a boss. You got people who want to betray to be you or act like you. That's the type of energy this is. This is that powerful energy that people like, ooh, amazed and hypnotized and traumatized on. And so you're in tune with people's emotions. And so all that active energy is very powerful. It's super creative, super artistic, super. So this is a very powerful placement right here. But on the downside, this could be like a tornado of destruction. Like, I don't care. Take it out on everybody. I fight everyone. I don't care. Or everybody trying to come against you. You fighting war, but you winning. It make you stand strong though. But I mean, cause that's the type of energy this is, bronze beauty. I see why you call yourself bronze beauty because Scorpio deal with sexity and it's high. And plus you got the sun there. The sun gonna be beautiful and bright. That's why you bronze beauty. You know what I'm saying, so you got some good energy there. So sex for you would be casual. You just okay. I just want sex. I don't want you to fall in love with me until you get yourself right. But the Mars energy make it help you the beater to go even more higher, but aggressively. But you know how to have it. People be like, when somebody fall in love with you, it's over. They can't even like after that first encounter with sex. It's hard for them to get over you. Uh huh. It's harder for them to get over you, Bronze Beauty. So thank you too. Anything else, beautiful people? Before I get up out of here. You eight of clubs. That's mental satisfaction or manpower card right there. Mental satisfaction or manpower deal with the mind. All clubs deal with the mind and communication. But see, eights deal with power. All eights in the cards deal with power. Like they got the eight of diamonds is sun card, sun power. You got the hearts is what emotional power. So this is mental power right here, make you mentally strong and also psychic. All right, get up off here, y'all. My girl calling. Get up off here. Love y'all. I shake.